1, 2, 3, let's go! All right, we get moving lately, right? Last night, the night before, we're going to keep it rolling. I'm not going to be on tomorrow, so we're running a two for tonight. Number 23, number 22. All right, high on both guys. One guy went undrafted, one guy got drafted third. Quick thing, right? Follow the IDP tipster, okay? And go to www.theidptipster.com. Follow my guys B Stu, my man Chef. They'll always be following, always be clicking. Everybody's going. And if you don't do your draft and do your fantasy league at myfantasyleague.com, you're wrong, homie. Get on it. Get back to it. Let's get rolling. Okay? All right, let's start with my first guy, Coney. Huge fan of him. Just like to see him kind of make the leap. I thought he was a decent college linebacker at Notre Dame. My only big knock on him, I think he travels a lot. He's got good movement. 86 tackles, solo 80 something. I think he had 80 assists over a total of like 166 tackles. But he did have 43 tackles for loss. No, I'm taking it back. I'm talking about Chase real quick. I don't want you guys to get too high on Chase yet. I like Chase. That's my dude. That's my dude. All right, let's go back. 158 tackles for Coney. 155 assisted tackles. The dude gets around. 313 total tackles while he was at Notre Dame. Played 4 years there. Slowly got more playing time. Went 8 games, 12 games, then 2 games to 13 games. What I really like to see him different his junior and senior year, he got 7 sacks between those 2 years. 3 one year, 4 another. That was nice to see. You're really starting to make a leap in little tackles for loss. His junior year, 11.5 sacks. He was hands down the best player on the team in 2017. And he's very instinctive in the aspect. He followed a lot of players, looked where the ball movement was, really good on that. That's why I really like Coney. My best comparison to him is actually another Notre Dame player, right? Another player that bounced around a lot but had a lot more hype. He just didn't know where his girlfriend was. Manti Te'o, that's my player comparison for the two. Pretty comparable, 40 yard dash, 4.7, 4.6. But I think Coney's a little more instinctive than Manti Te'o was. In college, Manti Te'o was everywhere. And I could say the same thing about Coney, but I really see him making a better movement. He knew his assignment. And the aspect of knowing his assignment, one of my friends just chimed in about Manti Te'o and his girlfriend and whatnot. So, you're a funny cat. So, that's where my player comparison was. I really think Coney has a good opportunity with going to the Raiders. They have a pretty old offensive, defensive line. They have a pretty old linebacking crew, right? Brandon Marshall is there. I just don't know what he's going to do. I really like the back end of the Raiders, so I really think he can get some more playing time. I really think he can convert himself, be a better player. And my only knock on the guy, like I said, he ran a 4.7 40 at the combine. You could see him grow. You could see him get much better. Like a lot of people think, Burfict is probably going to get suspended. Good chime in from one of the viewers. I'll agree with you. I don't trust Burfict to save my life. Dude gets in trouble. He's probably the dirtiest player in the game. You can ask the Steelers about that one. I think moving on from him for Cincinnati was a good idea, which is why Coney might get to move into that spot. But for some reason, John Gruden likes the guy. I don't really know. But he went undrafted. I actually think he could see the field. And if Burfict and those guys and Brandon Marshall do what they normally do, is one gets injured and one gets in trouble, you could see him roll right in, and you could really see that kid's talent because he knows his position. The completion percentage on him through his college career was like 50%. So the kid gets around. He knows his assignment. He definitely drops back, plays the wheel real well. I'd like to see him convert. I think he has a good chance there. My next guy, super high on Chase Winovich. He's my number 22. If you follow college football at all, Chase Winovich became kind of a darling for Michigan. Obviously going to the Patriots with Tom Brady. Tom's pretty excited about it. You know, he hasn't had one of those guys to kick around a little bit. My player comparison for Chase is kind of funny because you'll actually see it a lot more than you really wanted to. So it's funny, he got recruited as a tight end or as a linebacker, moved to tight end, played a whopping couple games for them, and that sucked. That's not where he belonged, and I think Harbaugh really figured that out. Moved him to defensive line on his junior year, and he went crazy. Right? He had 73 tackles as a junior, 58 tackles or 59 tackles as a senior. He had like 43 tackles for loss as a, through his whole time. 45 tackles when you really count bowl games and everything. That's crazy. He really made a leap and found his niche, even with his long glowing hair. He ran a 4.5 40 at the combine for a defensive lineman. He had a 30-inch vertical. The dude has the opportunity to really make a name for himself. I actually really like somebody compared him to Kyle Van Noy, but because of his speed and how he moves and everything, my comparison is Clay Matthews. I think they compare physically. I think they compare in looks with the long, hair. I think they have an aspect where you can really see this guy go. I was actually just about to say how good of a motor he has. Somebody just chimed in. He doesn't stop. A little backstory about Chase Winovich. When he was in junior high, he cracked his head. He got injured. To go from possibly being a paraplegic and, where you get injured like that, to being drafted number 77 in the draft in the third round by the New England Patriots. 6-time champions, by the way. The GOAT back there, next to the real GOAT, Baker Mayfield. I'm really high on Chase. I think that dude just keeps going. He's got a motor, like one of the viewers had already said. He doesn't stop. And he's kind of a darling. So he's been brought up. He was really big on ESPN. He was really big during the time. And it's really cool how Jim Harbaugh found a spot for him. Now, that's one thing I've always liked about Harbaugh. He finds players that were really where they should be, linebacker to tight end to defensive lineman, and really made a name for himself. I mean, the guy had 18.5 sacks over the last 2 years. I mean, that's getting it, right? I mean, that's better than my comparison from somebody who was 6'8" yesterday, and this guy just got moved in. Like I said, huge fan of Chase Winovich. I like Coney as well. I can actually see them maybe moving up in my draft board, up through my top 25 IDP rookies, just because you could see them move into some playing time. I'd see Chase moving into the playing time a little bit more, even though it seems like the Patriots just keep grabbing guys. But he's a Patriots guy. I mean, he's not flashy, except his hair. That hair's flashy, But he could be the doppelganger of Clay Matthews, like I said earlier, and like a viewer just said. I really appreciate you guys coming. Sorry for the short notice and popping on, popping off. Like I said, it's a 2 for tonight. Please go follow my man, the IDP Tipster, dropping dime drops every day. The only dime drop I'm going to talk about him is his age. He's half a dime, so there's that. Love you, though. I really do. I think you're killing it. So, the biggest thing I want you guys to know is we are here every single day for you. Need a question, need an answer, right? We're here for you. Loving this place. I'm really hyped about getting here. I'm really hyped about being part of the IDPtipster.com. You should help us. If you got a question about a guy, let us know. If you got a question about a rookie, let me know. Because I'm your guy. I'm the rookie guy, and that's what I'm here for. Let's go. Let's go. Man, I'm stoked, guys. Stoked right now. I'm super hyped. Drafts coming up. OTAs are ending. Spring training's coming. This is the best time to get ahead of everybody that you were trying to go at. If you were trying to be the guy in your league this year and move ahead of somebody, why are you following somebody else? Come at us. We've been doing this forever, right? Now we're a team. This might be the GOAT. We might be the GOAT group. So, please, just go follow us. We're knocking out new content every day, new articles every day. Check out the website. Follow us on Twitter. Follow back. I promise you, we'll take care of you. Boom!